Hey everyone,
Hey!
welcome back to the channel. So guess what? We saw M3GAN.
What? This movie was nuts.
I know it's M3GAN. I don't know who's directed. Who is it directed by? Let's Google it real quick.
I don't know.
Directed by Gerard Johnstone. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
No.
And a whole bunch of people acting in it.
Yeah, that one comedian from Netflix, that
Yes.
girl from Girls, Marnie.
I love how we don't know their names here.
I just know them when I see them in.
Say
Allison.
Allison Williams.
Yeah.
And the comedian we're thinking of is, where is he? David. David.
That was his character's name.
I mean, Ronnie Chang. Sorry, my bad. David. I'm like, David.
David.
But yeah, this is not an old Hollywood movie, but I'm like, we already watched it like a day ago. We might as well just talk about it.
Yeah.
So James is going to give you the breakdown of the movie, but if you haven't watched it yet, stop right now. Spoilers. Just to let you know, giving you a little warning, so you're not like, oh my god, Ernie and James spoiled this movie for me.
You know what you're getting yourself into. We can't help ourselves, so just click away, go watch it. No, just stay here, and it's fine. You're not missing anything. So what happened is we began with a little girl and her parents driving through a snowstorm, and the parents are like bickering, right?
Let's talk about snowstorms real quick. I hate driving through snowstorms.
They're the worst.
We used to live in Wisconsin. We live in Las Vegas, and that's the thing that I love now. There's no snow.
And like they're going back and forth saying like they had to put like chains on the tires because of the snow, which is something you had to do in Wisconsin back in the day.
Come on, RuPaul. Where's RuPaul? Clip of RuPaul here. Actually, no, we don't own that. But what does RuPaul say in that movie?
Oh, from Si Wong Fu, she's like, I don't know who he is, but there's a snowstorm tonight. He's going on my tires. But one thing leads to another. The little girl is distracted by like this rip-off Furby thing that they're all obsessed with.
It was very Furby.
It was super Furby. It's like a doll that poops. They had a commercial for it in the very beginning of it and everything. And the parents get into a car crash and die. And now the little girl's an orphan.
And they get off.
Yeah, they are off. And now we have a new little orphan girl whose name I can't remember even though I heard it the whole time.
Oh, let me see. We need
Ashley, Katie.
Violet, but then they don't have her.
It's Katie. She's now Katie.
She is now Katie.
I named her Katie. She is now renamed Katie. So Katie goes to live with her aunt, who is actually working for the company that designed that little toy, the Furby. And we find out that the aunt has been working on an android doll for little kids to be like in mass market. It's like the Tesla of dolls.
The Tesla of dolls.
And she's trying to like get it ready behind her boss's back because she's supposed to be working on like a cheaper version of the little Furby because someone's already like released a ripoff of it. So her boss comes in and sees that the doll explodes. It's not ready yet. She finds out her sister and everyone are no longer with us, and she inherits her little niece, and she decides, I'm going to finish M3GAN so that she will have a companion so that I can continue working without having to pay attention to this little girl.
That's why that was her way, like, girl, okay. Instead of like putting a TV like every other regular babysitter does.
Right.
Turning on the TV, putting on Disney Channel or whatever. She's like, I'm gonna invent this AI robot.
Right, and like the whole time, like all the little girl wanted to do was play on her iPad.
That's all she wanted to do.
You could have got her Plants vs. Zombies, and this could have all been avoided.
And all you need to do is just get parental controls and you're good.
Right, like that's it. But no, she had to go and build a whole new doll, and wackiness ensues as soon as this doll comes to life.
But you know what? In her defense, she probably didn't trust any child in that neighborhood. Every child in that neighborhood was probably a bad influence. And they're like, I'm gonna create this AI so she doesn't have to hang out with any of those bad kids around the neighborhood.
Right,
Maybe,
and like
maybe.
Here's the mistake she made with androids. She made it like a super learning android. So like she's constantly evolving and she becomes like a super parent. But like the doll ends up learning way too much and becomes a better parent than her.
I mean, describe better.
I
She
mean,
just became an obsessive friend that thought she was a parent.
very that. Like she became, what you think of like the stereotypical like what a great parent is supposed to be, all those like weird rigid rules and stuff like that. Like she was upholding all of them.
No, where she messed up is she gave her the wrong command. She was like, make sure you can protect her from being hurt. And she didn't specify emotionally or physically. Like you could be hurt in so many ways.
Yeah, that could have been avoided had she just included a but.
Mm-hmm. Or
make a few exceptions.
And the other part where she messed up is, she made herself the second person to control that, like the secondary.
Yeah.
I was gonna say secondary main character, the secondary host, I guess. I don't know, what do you call that?
Essentially, like, she was on the guest account on her own laptop.
Yes, basically. Like, what is going on?
That's really what it was. Like, girl, you didn't make yourself the main admin? Come on now.
Yep, so she didn't. And basically what goes on is little girl becomes a brat because let's just fast forward a little bit.
Baby, she gets addicted to this doll.
She gets addicted to this doll and ends up punching her.
Yeah, lo and behold, Megan is going haywire where she starts offing people. And it is really wild and really, really campy. Like, there's a neighbor that gets it. There's a little bully that gets it. Her friends at work get it. Like, the doll does not stop anywhere. And she can dance.
Megan's like, I'm gonna throw all these hands.
And I'm gonna do a dance number.
You're gonna catch these AI hands. What's on the menu today? These hands.
Girl. I was like, this movie was built up a lot to us. Like, people were really, like, going nuts over it. And, like, we watched it, like, it's okay.
It was all right.
She forcibly takes Megan away from her niece and brings her back to work because the boss has seen the doll. He loves it. He wants to, like, launch it. But she knows it's not ready yet. And she has a feeling like this doll has been offing people because she's deleting all the files.
The video files.
Of the days that all this stuff was happening. So, like, the doll is really getting too smart. And as soon as her and her niece have a heart-to-heart moment, decide to, like, be better to each other, they leave the doll at work, and the doll breaks free and just goes on a spree.
She goes on a spree, and basically, Miss Ant Thing, the ant or whatever she is, I forget her name, but the main character girl that built her, takes a little girl away who we're calling Katie right now because we don't remember her name.
Yeah, little Katie.
She took her home, and she's like, you're taking her away from me. She goes to the house. She tries to kill Miss Ant. That's what we're calling her, Miss Ant right now. Stuff happens. There's another robot in the house, and Miss Little Katie ends up killing Megan, basically.
Yeah, she rips her apart.
And that's it. But now we're just going to talk about the movie and how we feel about it. You should really watch it. It was a decent watch, but it was overhyped.
It was definitely overhyped, but, like, you're going to enjoy yourself. Like, it's fun. It's definitely not, like, the best movie that's out there.
Yeah, it's campy. I was wanting to watch this. Everybody was overhyping it. Everybody's like, oh my God, let me see. So Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 94%, but IMDb gave it a 6.7 out of 10, which I agree more with IMDb.
Yeah, the critics, like, Rotten Tomatoes is also, like, fans that can vote in and be their own critic. Whereas, like, IMDb takes more, like, movie critics in the mind.
See, I didn't know that. That's why I thought it was going to be such a good movie. We went with our friend, and we were, like, hyping it up. We were like, come on, Ginger Netix, let's go watch this.
Yeah.
And we got there, and we're like, it wasn't entertaining, but it was too overhyped. Plus, you know, us in the community, in the LGBT community, we were really hyping it because of that dancing.
Girl, the marketing for this movie has been so good. Like, as far as I know, like, it overperformed what all the news articles are saying. Like, they didn't expect it to do as well as it did. It made 30 million opening week. Like, that's really good.
That's a lot.
And, like, I feel like a lot of the hype was kind of killed for me because everybody was hyping it up so much. It reminded me a lot of, like, a Child's Play movie or, like, a Chucky movie. Like, the later ones where it gets really, really goofy. And, I don't know, I can be into that for a taste, but I would have just watched this on streaming. It felt like a Hulu original movie.
Or Peacock. Like, I just had it at Peacock and I would have watched it. It's something that I wouldn't watch in theaters. If I watch it again, I'm definitely going to watch it again. Like, it wasn't bad. I'm just letting you know it was overhyped.
Yeah, and, like, the story, like, what story was there? It was literally, the script and everything is just, like, super loose.
I think it was, like...
It could have used more beefing up.
I think it was, like, an episode of Black Mirror.
It was very that. Like, it felt like it could have been a TV show. Like, That was it.
Let's talk about Megan. Megan, to me, when she had, like, this... Because she's just a robot, so they put, like, a little skin face on her. They give her a wig. She kind of looks to me like the actress that plays Scarlet Witch.
Yes, like Elizabeth Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
It was very that. And, like, I saw memes going around, like, they even gave her a terrible wig and a simple dress and scarves because they know gays are going to be her for Halloween.
Oh, my God.
They knew.
We should get a Megan wig now.
We should. Like, it was enjoyable. It's just, like, I don't know. It wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen. That's for sure.
There was a lot of nice special effects. Like, I feel like, is this, like, commentary? Are people trying to scare, like, scientists and computer engineers to not create something like this? Because I know there's a lot of AI and robots.
I don't think this is the movie to do that.
I don't know. You never know. They tried it. They tried to send out their message.
It's like, what if Ex Machina was a doll?
Mm-hmm. Basically. Is this commentary for parents? I'm not a parent myself, but if you're a parent watching this, do you feel like this movie is a commentary on parents like, hey, don't let technology parent your child?
Maybe.
Mhm.
You see, you got a lot deeper than I ever did because I got left behind as soon as that little girl started screaming. I'm like, send her to her grandparents' house. You do not need this.
Well, we also don't want kids. So if
No.
that ever happened to me, like my sisters, they don't have children right now because they're younger than me. But eventually when they have children, I'm like, I will take care of the child. But as in this moment right now, how I feel, I'll probably like, oh, don't they have like family through their father's side?
Like, don't they have grandparents?
Yeah.
What are they doing? Why can't they take them in?
But if I was the last resort, yes, I guess I could raise your child.
It's like I have to get child locks on my cabinets and put my toys up higher. Like, that's a lot. That's asking a lot of me.
The thing that cracked me up about this movie is when she started singing Titanium.
Girl.
Like, M3GAN started singing Titanium as a bedtime song. I'm like, that's not a bedtime song. Girl, you are just bragging. You're telling this little girl, like, look, girl, if you try to mess with me, you will not take me down because I am Titanium.
I won't fall. I am Titanium.
Mm-hmm. But the whole time, I was like, girl, find a note.
Really, though? They couldn't program some harmony in that doll? Like, a little bit of melody? Just a little bit?
The tiniest bit.
But, like, what slayed me was when they were doing that, like, little focus group with the little girl and she starts crying and M3GAN bursts into a full song.
Oh, yes.
It, like, touches everyone's heart.
Because they had to do a little showing to show, how M3GAN's a great companion, a great best friend, or whatever, so they could get all these investors to invest to make this doll. But when the day comes, the little girl, Miss Katie, starts crying because her parents just died. And everybody's like, oh, what's going on? Even little Miss Aunt, she was like, awkward.
I was not expecting
this girl. And then I just say, M3GAN comes in and she's like, starts like going like, what's wrong? What's your favorite memory of this? Which, the favorite memory of that little girl, Katie, that she told M3GAN was kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Because she was like, she basically saw her mom fall or something like that.
No, her mom was like taking her old lunch out of her bag and a cockroach was in it. And when the cockroach went on her hand, she screamed and ran out of the house.
I was like, you gave M3GAN the idea that you like people being scared.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's your fault.
I blame her too.
Mm-hmm. That's what I got from it. I'm like, oh no, you told M3GAN, oh, it's funny when people are scared and run away.
Yeah.
So M3GAN, okay, I'm gonna make people get scared and run away. That's how I interpreted
She's like,
it.
Noted.
Noted.
Open up my notes app. Noted.
Yeah. So basically, she has a little recorder. That's the thing. That's where I was getting at before I got distracted. And then she plays the memory back to her voice recording. She's like, I'll keep it here every single time. And I'm like, girl.
And like she looks over at the aunt through the window because she knows she's there, and like she's like, I just parented the shit out of this child.
Mm-hmm. And then she bursts into song. M3GAN could honestly easily have been a musical.
Oh yeah, girl, a musical death number, that'd been great.
Oh my god,
like, I'm gonna get ya.
That was basically in that killing movie where they killed David.
Yeah,
where she was just like, that's where her little dancing scene comes out, where she's just like.
And they have a full like techno song blasting the whole time. Like it was so funny. It wasn't really scary.
It wasn't scary. It was mostly campy. I went in. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a horror movie. I was telling our friend it's gonna be a horror movie, and the whole time he's watching, like, didn't he say this was horror? I'm like, I thought
so. The way they marketed it, it looked like it was gonna be.
Except it was more like a sci-fi movie. Is it dark comedy? What they call it?
Yeah, dark comedy.
Dark humor. Dark humor is what they call it.
Very that. It was like like a Bride of Chucky. Only Bride of Chucky even had scary moments. This wasn't scary at all. It's more like, it was more fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. She does off a lot of people, even a dog. I'm like, girl.
It was a pretty decent body count for a horror movie. Like, you had a pretty decent one.
If you watch Kill Count, girl, Kill Count's gonna have a field day.
Right? Oh yeah, if you're one of those people that doesn't like, animals and violence, it's not the movie for you.
This is not the movie for you. Sorry. I don't like it either, but it's a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not real. They're not actually killing a dog. At least that's what I think. I don't know.
No animals were harmed in the making of this.
The whole time in that house, they had another robot, but it wasn't like M3GAN where the AI just took over. It was like its own mind and like could have its own conscience. It was just one that you control. In the end of the movie, where all hope seems lost, the little girl comes in like with the hands behind her back. She's like, what are you doing, M3GAN? And M3GAN's like, come on, girl, trust me, sis. And then she's like, okay, I will. And then, boom, brings out these hands.
She's like, square up.
Yeah, she brings out these hands that have like the robot controls of the other robot. And the other robot comes out and then just starts whooping M3GAN's ass. But somehow M3GAN ended up whooping that robot's ass.
Well, like, she ripped her apart, but like M3GAN got to her because she like her body was still mobile. It's like she crawled over her with no legs.
Right, I'm like, this is not a human. You can't just rip it in half and boom, it's over. No, this is a robot.
You gotta take that chip out, girl.
You gotta take out that chip. Change it from the M2 Max from Apple to like a little like PC one or something.
Girl, for real though. And like honestly, this movie, you know, she gatekept, she gaslit, and she girl bossed. She girl bossed it down.
Do you think anybody at the Apple store is like, yes, we need a M3GAN?
You know there's probably like somebody making androids out there.
You know what I just realized? We never addressed her.
Oh, she's just been sitting here the whole time. This is our little M3GAN.
This is our M3GAN. So before M3GAN came out, James and I were thinking about creating like a short film with this doll. James hand painted her face, the style, the wig. We probably are still gonna make it.
Yeah, she was Wendy Walker. I don't know what she is now.
We just got so busy this summer. We're gonna do it this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be for YouTube, obviously. It's not gonna be anything big. It's just gonna be a short little film. It's gonna be on James' YouTube channel, so look for it. We don't have a name for her yet. Name her down below. If you made it this far in this video, comment down below.
Give us some suggestions, and if it ends up in the movie, congratulations. But all in all, like, I enjoyed this movie. I'm excited to see what Halloween's gonna look like this year. Like, there's gonna be so many M3GANs walking around.
There's gonna be so many M3GANs.
I can't wait for the flash mobs and the dance numbers. That was the other thing, like the advertising, like all the flash mob dance numbers they did with the girls in the M3GAN masks.
Oh yeah, that was really fun. But yeah, we didn't give too much away. You should honestly watch this movie. It's not, like, I'm not gonna overhype it. It's not a terrible movie.
No.
But it's a decent watch.
Yeah, it's good. Like, if it was on TV, I'd probably watch it again, but I wouldn't seek it out.
If we forgot anything, you watch it, comment down below. We just wanted to just talk about this movie. The way the parents died at the beginning was so messed up.
It was brutal.
Like, they were just like, I didn't see it coming, not gonna lie. No, I didn't see it coming because I honestly didn't watch a trailer or anything before I went to see the movie. I saw the social media hype. So...
yeah, they Disneyed those parents off so fast.
It was very Disney of them. But yeah, that's it. I think we hit the points that we need to talk about. David, the main boss, is a comedian.
Yeah.
He wasn't the best actor in the movie.
No.
He's a far better comedian than he is an actor.
That was, like, he was the weakest one in the movie. Like, his scenes were the weakest.
Like, I didn't believe him.
No, it's like, I don't buy this one. Also, like, we know him from the Netflix specials and everything, too. It's just like, girl,
maybe if we didn't watch Netflix and we knew he was a comedian, maybe we probably would have believed him a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like I want to talk about something else, but no. It's basically...
it was a really simple movie.
So just watch out, girl. If you're watching this, don't be creating the first M3GAN.
Right, don't even bother. Okay?
But if you do create the first M3GAN, model her after this.
Yeah, my daughter.
Oh my god, she looks so crazy.
She looks insane.
Oh shoot.
Oh, yeah, she also doesn't sit very well.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Oh.
Is she gonna jump from there?
Death drop. Oh my god.
Oh!
Yes! Oh, she's gone.
Well, she's done.
Alright, well that's it. I hope you like this quick little video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay trifling, and until next time, deuces. But yeah, I will still do the old Hollywood movies. I just got busy. We got busy this week.
And we want to talk about M3GAN, so
we
why
want to
not?
talk about M3GAN. So I will watch all those Maryland movies y'all suggest. But let's bring her back up. But yeah, bye.
Bye.